Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 571 for February 1 through 7, 2021. This week, Venus is fired up by 2021's strongest aspects. A new Kite Supports Higher Service, and we have two bonus aspects that are not in my written forecast. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein, broadcasting from thisweekinastrology.com. I simultaneously record these weekly forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so you can choose whichever you prefer. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. This Week in Astrology is honored to be one of the internet's top 10 astrology podcasts. Check out our website, thisweekinastrology.com, where you can hear the show and subscribe to podcast updates. And if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. In fact, I'll be announcing a winner this time. What's old as we come into this week, we have a waning moon. Mercury is retrograde through February 20th. We have a triple Thor's hammer aspect pattern continuing, highlighting selfless service. And that's through February 14. And that grand cross with Vesta, Neptune, and the lunar nodes continues through March 18th. Let's get on to what is new starting on Monday, February 1st. Here we have our first bonus aspect, Sun square Mars. Sun is 13 Aquarius, Mars is 13 Taurus. For starters, just any Sun square Mars aspect is going to be highly energizing. Mars is the warrior, the pioneer, the entrepreneur, the sexual being, the one who just makes it happen, gets out boldly and does things with courage. So it's the Sun can represent you in the core of your personality. So it's a very energizing aspect. Potentially, it could also be challenging because on its more challenging side, Mars can be attack and, people warring against you, either literally or metaphorically. So Sun square Mars sometimes involves dealing with challenge, which can be delivered rather aggressively. So if that's happening, just be sure to stand in your power. In my own case, when I find that I'm tangling with the dark side, I find it best not to attack or even counterattack. I just hold my ground, keep my solid center, and they eventually go away. The Sun is in Aquarius. Again, Mars is in Taurus. Sun in Aquarius says you're here to be your unique self, stand in what's special about you, follow your intuitive hits, serve others using your special gifts you love to use. Mars in Taurus has tremendous persistence. It's like the Energizer Bunny. So again, if you're embodying all these planetary energies in yourself, you can step out, do your unique one-of-a-kind thing with tremendous energy and persistence. Sweet aspect. Let's go on to Wednesday. Our other bonus aspect is Mercury quintile Uranus. Mercury is at 25 Aquarius. Uranus is at 7 Taurus. These two planets have a natural connection. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. Uranus is divine mind. Mercury is human mind. The quintile is a magical fairy dust aspect that connects them together. Very sweet. So basically, you can do a lot more brilliant thinking. Your genius can come visit you. Sharper, quicker mental functioning. You can communicate with more electricity and excitement and imagination. Very, very high, sweet mental energy available with this. On Saturday, service to a higher cause is supported by a kite that starts today. Again, that's on February 6th. This harmonious aspect pattern includes Mars, Vesta, Neptune, and Pluto. It peaks on February 17th and ends on the 25th. Vesta represents service to a higher cause. Mars adds assertiveness and energy, while its placement in Taurus, as I said a moment ago, gives endurance. Pluto can add wealth and power to this endeavor. Neptune flows divine energy and inspiration into the mix and helps you operate in the zone while doing your part. It also encourages you to act in a spirit of unconditional love and compassion. Also here on the 6th, Venus makes 3 aspects to slower planets today. They include a Venus-Saturn conjunction at 6 Aquarius, a Venus-Chiron sextile, that's with Venus at 6 Aquarius, Chiron at 6 Aries, and a Venus-Uranus square. Now Venus is at 7 Aquarius and Uranus is at 7 Taurus. All this together could put an intense spotlight on anything that needs attention in your relationships, creativity, and finances, which are the 3 fundamental meanings of Venus. What needs to be healed or released? what healing or wisdom would support you, what's awesome and can be made even more wonderful. With Venus in Aquarius and aspecting Uranus, genius and intuitive hits are available in all these areas. What's the biggest room in the world? Room for improvement. These Venus aspects, which tie into 2021's most powerful aspects, which I will talk about on the next podcast, offer abundant opportunities for taking your relationships, creativity, and finances to the next level. Or if you want to go ahead and read about those now, look at my written forecast for the February 9 entry. That's all the events. Here's an announcement or two. Everyone is welcome to participate in many Awakening Plus Zoom calls for free. These events support your individual healing and awakening, as well as global spiritual awakening. Some events are for members only, but we'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Dip your toe in the water with our 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. Here are details on this week's 3 events, all at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. First, a free public event called Group Healing, Immunity Boosting, and Awakening. That's on Tuesday, February 2nd. Enhanced immunity is good to have, especially during this pandemic. So we call it in from our divine allies, along with embodied awakening and personal healing. That call should run 60 to 90 minutes. Then on Wednesday, February 3rd, we have a members-only community support call. We do these twice a month. Community can be crucially important on the spiritual path. This is especially true now when so many of us are physically isolated. You may not belong to a spiritual support group, or you may not feel fully aligned with a group you are part of. Awakening Plus members experience the joy of creating and deepening connection with each other online. We support each other in large and small groups from the comfort of our homes with no risk of catching the coronavirus. To encourage uninhibited sharing and to respect confidentiality, community support calls are not recorded, so I hope you can join us live. If you remember, expected duration 90 minutes. And then there's a free public event this Thursday and every Thursday pretty much at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, as I said, New Earth Support Team. In this popular event, we first create our sacred container and invoke embodied awakening. Then we team up, flowing energy to support the more awakened new earth currently blossoming. Our intention's always the same, but the divine keeps it fresh by providing endless variations on this amazing experience. Thankfully, one thing does remain consistent: the personal spiritual upgrades and profound bliss we always receive. That should last around an hour. Looking ahead, super brief, we're going to have a divinely directed call on Tuesday, February 9th, a super intense shamanic breathwork experience with recorded music on Tuesday, February 16, another community support call on Wednesday, February 17, and a guest presenter yet to be announced on Tuesday, February 23rd. Awakening Plus features at least 10 live streaming events each month. Many live events are open to everyone for free, but members receive these exclusive benefits. Of those 10 live Zoom calls, about half are members only. There's an archive of over 290 life-transforming events, plus a best-of guide, enlightening course content, including the complete 16-part invocation masterclass, those 2 community connection calls per month. You get an accountability partner, a private forum, so much. You can learn more or start your 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership at awakeningplus.com. Let me announce our free session winner for February. It's Tina, T-I-N-A. This is the only Tina who has signed up. So if that's you, then pop me an email at benjamin@astroshaman.com and let me know. By the way, this is you, Tina. You signed up on the list on December 14th, in case you have any doubt. So thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, awakening activation, astrological event timing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. And during the pandemic, I have dropped my rates. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn all about this and more at astroshaman.com. To see the show notes, go to astroshaman.com/571. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is astroshamanbenjamin@gmail.com. My number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I would love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please do leave me a rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. Thanks again for spending this time with me. Stay safe, stay healthy. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.